Hello guys, you're welcome back to my channel. If you're new to the channel, I am Ivy Akum, and to my old subscribers, thank you all so much for always coming back. So in this video, I'm going to be showing you all how to make a frontal wig, so stay tuned and keep watching.
For the purpose of this wig, I'm going to be using this frontal. It's I think a 20-inch frontal, and then I'm going to be using 3 bundles. The frontal is a body wave frontal. I'm going to be using 3 bundles of 22 inches body wave hair, and then I'll be using a wig cap, and then needles for sewing, and I'll be using these pins to pin down the frontal, and then some thread. So the first thing I'll do is I'll take my frontal, and then I'm going to fit it on top of the mannequin hair. I'm going to use my little pins to pin that down before I start sewing, because if you just go and start sewing like this, it may obstruct the way you put it. This is the center on here, then this corner should be near the ears. See, then now you start pinning. I'm going to first pin here so that it should not shake. After pinning the frontal down, I'm just going to go in, use my needle and thread, and I sew that all through, from starting from here right down. With sewing the frontal, as you can see, the next step is sewing out the hair directly to the wig cap. Now if you are a beginner, I will recommend that with the use of either chalk or a white crayon, you draw lines which are going to guide you on how you are going to sew it. Now you start drawing from down here, you start sewing like this, like this, like this, like this, like this. And now when you get to this point, you continue like this, and now you start going like this, like this, like this, and like this. Since I'm not a beginner, I already know exactly what I'm doing. I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing the weft. Now when sewing the weft, when you start sewing from here to here, when you get here, if you don't want to cut your hair, because normally when you cut your hair, it can start shedding. Now when you get here, you just turn the weft, and when you turn it, you make sure that you tighten this place very well so it shouldn't lift, and you continue sewing. So I'm just going to go ahead and start sewing. how it looks. I sewed it right up to here. This is how it looks. Now what I'm going to do next is I'm going to use a scissors and cut off this excess wig cap. This is how it looks inside. That's it about the wig. The next thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to go off camera and pre-plug the hair and style it. So at this point you could just install it after pre-plucking, which is optional. You could just install it on the person's head, but if you want the cap to fit extra, then you take an elastic and stitch it here to here, an elastic that will make this frontal feel very tight on your head. But if you are not so comfortable with a very tight wig cap, you could as well just wear it like this.
So this is how the wig looks installed on the client's hair. So we've come to the end of this video. Thank you all so much for watching, and see you all in my next video.